Oops, sorry. I didn't know my mic was on. Oh, jeez. Is this what it's gonna be like all night? Because... what the hell was that? I'm sorry, I keep fucking up that combo. That was so fast. I think that's one of the first multiplayer fights I've been in where it's actually faster than most of my solo stuff. That thing he's using straight up looks like a World of Warcraft weapon. Looks like one of those, I think they were like tier 2 or tier 3 warlock weapons. They look sort of like that. They had the, like, purple on the end and everything. World of Warcraft references. To be honest, so many game developers use elements of that game. Or have, like, taken MMO-esque elements from what World of Warcraft used to be into their newer RPGs. Borderlands did it, and you could argue that that is half of the reason why Borderlands was able to be successful for 6 to 7 years. Still technically is successful. That game still has more regular players than new games that come out. If you stick the right MMO type traits into a video game, you can keep a person addicted to it forever. I'm saying MMO-like because none of the games actually have a significant enough lobby system to actually count as being an MMO. I was gonna say, is it gonna take forever to join everyone's game today? My internet went out the other day, that's why my stream randomly cut off after an hour. My internet literally just went cut straight out. And then it was out for like 3 hours. And when it came back on, I didn't want to stream anymore because there was people here. Oh, what's up, Teddy? It didn't show your message notification for me for whatever reason. Unless I didn't notice it. Sorry, dude. I must have been spaced or something. Sometimes I think I'm like hallucinating. Yeah, I must have missed the notification for it. Well, why did I pick the bow to go against Devil Joe? What a worse choice on my part. And I didn't eat. Fucking A. I didn't eat because I was gonna eat at Astera, but the thing readied before I actually sat down because I was looking at things, as I always do. That's how I am in fucking real life. Yeah, it's working now. I gotta hit him in his fucking tiny little head. Such a tiny, tiny little head. He's doing his... Hey. Hey. No meat. There's no meat for you. You should stop. I can't crit him because his fucking crit spot is so tiny. He's such a tiny little head. You absolute... And he put spit on me. He put the incurable disease shit on me. Which I didn't even know. You can actually see that shit on your character. It looks like brown dirt. My character has been muddied. As Neo would say. This bow is terrible for fighting him. Because he is him. It is... He is Bo. Bo is him. Let me just skate. Oh, never mind. My boy. Oh my god, that's right. You don't retain your charge level unless you hold the charge until you hit the ground. Oh, it's so dumb. Give me more reasons to hate the bow. I love them all. One of the only weapons in the game where it's a negative to do a charge attack because you can't retain your charge level off of it. Well, I mean, not a charge attack, a leaping attack off of a ledge. It's the only weapon where that's like a worse choice. Even the bow guns, it's better to leap off of a ledge with certain ammo types. But the only thing the bow can do is either hold R2 so you charge until you hit the ground, or let go of it mid-air, which then when you hit the ground you aren't able to follow up with a spread shot or anything like that afterwards. Oh my god, his head moves around so much when even when he's on the ground. It's arguably even harder to hit him in the face. Do you have to keep attacking me out of everyone else? Did I get Feline Provoker or some shit? I feel like every 2 swings he takes at a teammate is another swing he takes at me. And then there's that. Oh my word. Him and his little fucking head movements, dude. I can only hit him for gray damage. And I swear every single time I press the button to do a Dragon Piercer, he's read the input and attacked me out of it. Or when I don't, he just moves his head. Good luck hitting this fucker in the face. Consistently. It's not even worth using ranged on him, to be honest. Unless you're using an elemental build. His head moves too much. You can't get a shot from his head to his tail without being in the perfect fucking spot. You gotta be like standing right in front of him and hoping he's not hitting you at the same time. I want to help cut his tail off, but I deal like 20 damage a hit when I hit him in that area. And where the fuck is he going now? What the hell was that? I should have picked up that flash bug. It's alright, there's one there too. See, that's what I mean. You can't do anything cool out of like sliding or jumping. You just can charge. You charge. That's it. And if you release button, you end your cycle of animation. There's no combos that you can do on it. Sort of defeat... What is with all these people and their little baby bombs? Do you not know what a big bomb is? Pocket nuke. Wow. Nerds. Oh my god. Got the spit right back on me. Hey, at least he's giving me... First time I ever got more than 2 to 3 hits on him. That were orange. I want to know why, out of all the places on this map they picked for him to sleep, he sleeps in here. He's like an invader. He should be sleeping in someone else's nest. I was like, are we doing the same exact thing? I was like, I'm gonna break from the mold. I'll go the other way and jump off. Can't believe I got an earplug jewel from that. Don't worry about it, dude. I'm still trying to clear my throat out this morning. I woke up less than an hour ago. Where's my bow with... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Almost forgot. Because I forgot them last time. Even though I can't use some of them. I don't know who would want to waste a gem slot just to activate one of those coatings. It's like you could have... If it gets me into that, I'm gonna change something out. This is just because, unlike most other people, I'm not an asshole when I join someone else's game. I don't need piercing shots that badly. I'll just take my asthma. My asthma. There. And now we also get level 3 focus, too. Which will make our charge shots charge faster. I needed it for Valhazak. I always hate when I join someone's SOS and I see other people who join that SOS not have those jewels on. If you don't have that stuff on, what happens is if you stand in Valhazak's gas for a long enough period of time, or he hits you with an attack to cause the build-up manually, it will trigger a fluvial, and that stuff puts your character at 50% HP. So if you have 150, it'll be 75. If you have 200 like me, then your base HP after being Valhazaked will be 100, which is your base starting HP without even eating any food. Oh, they didn't go for... I thought they went for Valhazak. I couldn't tell where on the map they were because it doesn't like put an up or down arrow on their little directional arrow, so you can't tell if they're like above or below you. Not like the monster. Now I can see the monster's up and down arrow, but I couldn't before. Same thing with my teammates. It only puts it there once someone already knows where the monster is. Can't keep up with me. They call me Slides McGillicuddy. Oh, but I can poison myself, that's for sure. Oh, cleanser booster. I just happened to get knocked into it after being bled and poisoned. That's one of the only other times I've seen someone other than myself use a cleanser booster. I really wish if you were using the bow, they'd let you change your freaking dodge button. Or just have your charge state not require you to turn, because you can't turn, aim, dodge, and do all that stuff at the same time. You have to press the X button and then turn, and you're just constantly moving your thumb in between X and the analog stick. It's like a fucking Smash video game. It's just the absolute thumb workout, because the control is so asinine. In order to maintain your combo anyways, because you have to dodge. Oh my. I am bleeding myself to death, by the way. No! You don't need to heal me, bud. You do realize how much HP I do have. That's another thing I wish it showed. A number on your fucking character's HP bar. Why is that such a foreign thing? Why is Neo one of the only games that actually, like, allows you to do that? That's, again, one of the MMO-like traits I was talking about of video games. You like to be able to get feedback from the video game, and that encourages people to play it over again because it allows them to learn. You don't fucking just put a bunch of information that's hidden in your game that someone has to data mine the game to get it out of it. It just defeats the purpose of it even being there if no one can properly take advantage of it in the first place. Everybody's just dying left and right. Like, I'm the guy that they thought was gonna die, so they were like, yeah, let's heal this guy. But I'm just like, I slip and slide around. Holy dog shit. Who is fighting what? Like, the fucking guy over there is fighting Valhazak by himself. He's not fighting the shit with us. This is one of the other fucking multiplayer reasons it gets so annoying. The game doesn't, like, influence you to go where other people are. So they're literally dick shits who think they're, like, so great at the game that they'll just sit there and solo a fucking monster while the 3 other teammates are halfway across the map. It's like, great, dude. I don't know if I also mentioned earlier, but they updated the game recently, and as you can probably tell by my patch, it did almost nothing to actually help the game. The only thing they added was when you're at the main menu, they added an additional thing on the menu called support. And you can click on it and it will bring you to their shitty website that's built into the Chromium internet browser and stuff like that. I tried it earlier before I started my stream, if you're wondering how I know. That's all they did. And as far as I can tell, they didn't even want like, if they had the option of updating the game without actually telling people, they probably would have done that, just to, like, sneak it in like it was actually there. Because they updated their privacy policies and a bunch of other shit as well, because I think someone had, like, tried to fuck with the actual company, which they had every right to, in my opinion. Oh. That's right. If you sit on the SOS screen for too long, people will just join the things that you're looking at. And it doesn't dynamically update it. Lee Ho. Excuse me. I was trying to look up information about it online on their website, and they hadn't even updated their website yet when I was trying to look it up earlier. They didn't bug fix anything. They didn't do any adjustments to something. No. Go like radio silent on updates for a couple weeks and then put something in the game that's for security. You get your entire player base worrying a little bit. Fucking idiots. Well, I don't want to say fucking idiots, because they're actually trying to do something, but in all honesty, should have been in the game by default. Oh my fucking dillweed. That's all I am. It's a giant stalk of dillweed. Dillweed? I am dillweed. Just a fucking extra large stalk of dill. Oh, no, I have an ancient potion on me. It just reorganized my fucking inventory for me for whatever goddamn reason. Dumbass game. Did my cat just get buffed? My cat got buffed, but I didn't. Good game mechanics. You're eating food, so you can't be buffed. Oh, and then we have... yeah. Das good game. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Out of them NARs. I rarely ever use my ailments, and I probably should. I just suck so badly at getting them off, because you have to be really accurate with them. Here, we'll go for some paralysis. Oh, that's what I mean. Well. Tremors, please. He's standing in lava, kind of. So I don't know if that would be advised, but I'm gonna do it anyways. You fucking dick! Fucking attack somebody else! Holy fuck, why do the monsters always do that to me? This is another reason why I don't fucking play bow. You go and tell me that that didn't paralyze him. Oh, yeah. Of course. How dumb of me to remember that the 2 arrow is better than the 3 arrow, or the 5 arrow. Well, that's a coating that got fired into nowhere because of the fucking game. You just teleported across my screen. At least when I'm using a melee weapon, I'm not using like consumable items to deal slightly above average damage or paralyze them, which does almost nothing because your teammate isn't aware of them being paralyzed when it goes off because you have no communication. Unless I want to set an entire item radio menu to call out specifically for ailments. I'm placing a shock trap. I'm paralyzing the enemy. It doesn't even matter that I have the other 11 paralysis coatings, because I'm not going to be able to get them off before the threshold would increase. Sorry, I couldn't see chat because my display had turned off on my laptop, so I had to take a second. The recent patch didn't do fuck all. The patch that didn't do anything is what it should be called. The patch that only made people worry. Like, are we gonna get another real update before the PC version comes out? Are we gonna get actual original content? Because all it was a security update. Security update and a support update. That's all it is. It's nothing gameplay oriented, weapon balance oriented, or anything that people would actually want to know. It's not like they could have just bundled it in with one of the other patches. No, they just decided, like, you know what people would love? If we put that in as its own separate patch to make people have a false idea that we changed something when they loaded up the game. The chance that we might have made something better. Nah. We're Capcom, we don't do that. That's called quitting. Also, I'm realizing that health regen on bow doesn't really give you a lot back because you're not going to hit very hard. But then again, this also is not a Dragon Piercer build, and I'm still using it. It's because I don't have a piercing shots gem. I've gotten like 7 spread shot gems. No piercing, though. Really? Really? Really, dude? Really? Really? Dude not even using... He didn't even use his Kinsect to get the additional fucking juice. He just literally walked up to it and started swinging at it with his triangle moveset. Oh, nice Zora Magdaros chest piece, dude. Let me get a good look at that. Let me get a good look at that real quick. Aw. I'm always amazed by the amount of people that just don't understand how to armor in this game. They're just like, this armor have good stat, right? I obviously want the one that gives me special ammo boost and slightly more resistance because I'm not going to spend any of my low rank armor spheres while I'm in low rank. Oh wait, I got to high rank and they're useless? Wow, it's almost like they were designed to be used on low rank armor. Little turds. I'm not getting it for a bit. I was going to get it when it came out, but honestly, I'm not motivated to it. I still feel burnt out from Dark Souls. From Dark Souls 3. And I haven't played that in 2 years. Almost. I literally have barely touched any of those games since I uploaded my Dark Souls 3 videos of the Ring City boss fights. If you want to gauge for how long I've been burnt out of those games. I put Bloodborne in its own little exempt category because Bloodborne was one of the games that did try to give a little bit more fuck about its single player. But then, in the end, they were like, nah, we gotta balance it for PvP. And one of the last patches of Bloodborne was a patch for PvP balance and shit like that. And some people could argue it was for single player, but who cares if there's a broken weapon in a single player game? I am so goddamn sick of hearing that shit. Wham! There's a fucking sword that you can only get at the end of the game that does a lot of fucking damage. Boo fucking who? Isn't that what games used to be? You play the entire game, you get rewarded for it by having the broken OP item that you get by only beating the entire game. When the fuck did that stop being a thing? Or when the fuck did it become a thing to nerf those weapons so that they're just as garbage as the normal guns? There's so many fucking games that are a culprit of that now. Hell, even Neo. I like Neo, and I give Neo a lot of credit in some areas. Who the fuck wants to do 99 floors in the Abyss once they know that there's no fucking reward for it? No one. The only reward is posterity. And if you don't care about posterity when you're playing a video game, it don't fucking matter because there's not even a trophy associated with doing any of it. So don't even bother. You want to have OP-ass items on a character so that when you go and do co-op at any given moment, it's just ridiculously broken? And you can't basically kill anything in anyone's game without insta-killing it? Cool. Awesome. It's like, yeah, walk in that booster, dude. Bye-bye. You gotta get yourself some Heelys. It's what all the cool kids are wearing. Remember that era? Oh my, I'm stuck in between his I was eating his fucking ass. That is no bueno. I didn't want the off-brand Rocky Mountain oysters. The ones that shock you when you eat them. Get spanked on. No one's there to take advantage of my awesome gameplay moment, but... Oh, well. We're all for sure dead now. Oh, why did I get that second shot? Why did my character fire the second shot? I had not pressed R2 a second time. I can know that for sure. Fucking input queuing. I should have put on lightning resistance. Thanks, guy. He's a god. Hold on, I'm gonna give him a good work. Good work. Nope. And you're dead again. Dude, you need to just stop. You just need to let your rest of your team fight the monster. If you're gonna die twice. Oh, well, never mind. Tempered Kieran will never be a fun fight. Dead. I was doing pretty good too. I've just been using the bow to give something different to watch more than my actual enjoyment of using it. Because honestly, I think this weapon is so ridiculously easy to use once you know what to do to maintain your combo when you're dodging. Once you know how to do those two things, you're just going to be doing those two things almost all the time in combat. Because doing anything else is just not even close to being as much damage. And you're not able to move around as much. Have I ever saved the thief build? I have so many shitty builds. Like this one. Ear fingers. You know what? Oh, it's the wrong pair of pants. I should have known just by the look that they were the wrong pants. Idiot. Where is the thing that I'm looking for? Actually, I was gonna put like a critical draw jewel in. But actually, I think I'm thinking... I just was hovered over it earlier. There it is. Oh, wait. No, we can leave that handicraft, because I'm going to change the Valhazak braces to... Just got to make a better ear fingers build. Now we don't need charger anymore. Actually, I kind of want... Fuck it. I'll just go what my original thing was gonna be. I needed to improve this so I could actually select it randomly and actually have it be usable. We can also go... As much as I want evade extender, because it is really nice. Oh, it's the one I just put in. There. Attack isn't nearly as significant as something like this. This is a no bullshit, I'm gonna fuck you up build. It's interchangeable too with any weapon that has a double slot or higher. You want to go lava blaze, which would be pointless. You can also, you could go this and then throw on that and then get rid of those if you don't care about sacrificing a little bit of offense. Always gotta have health boost though. Health boost, underrated skill. Did you get Dark Souls 1, Teddy? If you're still there, dude. I'm going out for a smoke real quick, by the way. It'll only be a few minutes. I know you had said you were waiting until you had more time to do it. That's why I was asking. Sorry about the non-stop road noise in the background. I'd honestly be more excited to watch you play it than to play it myself. And I'd mostly just be there. If I did play, the only thing I'd be doing is be there as like maybe someone to help you in PvP if someone was trying to get after you. But like I said, in Dark Souls 1, if humanity is going to work the same way it did in the original version, then you can only be invaded when you're human. And the way to circumvent that, because you have to be human to basically do some things in the game. But the way to get around that is after you do the thing you did that you need to do when you're in human mode, you just jump off of a ledge and kill yourself and then pick your stuff back up. Choked on my own spit. probably hear that annoying bird more than the road noise. I believe that's a purple finch. They almost sound like a laser gun. Do, do, do. I can't see the bird, I can just hear it. It's hidden in the brush. Most of our birds around here are so small that you'd fit them in this palm of your hand anyways. Sorry, I'm done. It's half the reason why I like streaming at night, because around here you get so much noise in the spring and summertime with animals. It's just non-stop. Live in such a woodland area that it's impossible to avoid. Only thing you ever hear at night are owls and stuff like that in terms of birds. Just packing a toke real quick. I say real quick, but I'm slow fingers. I was going to say McGillicuddy, but I've already used the McGillicuddy joke 100 times. Shaking so bad. Yep, shaking really bad. Should have did this first and then went out in the cold afterwards so I was warm, because now I'm just like fucking shaking my ass off. Alright, sorry. I don't know why I shake so bad sometimes. I ate food and everything this morning. It's not like I have no blood sugar. Oh, I don't even think I'll be cringing, dude. Again, everyone always overplays how unique the game actually is. The uniquest thing about the game that I always tell everyone is the online multiplayer, and I mean, there are small nuances to combat, but there's small nuances to combat in Neo, just like there are in every third-person action game. That isn't logical to use that as a comparison anyways. I hate when people start acting like it plays like it's such an original experience. The only thing I'll be cringing about ever is probably your build choice or anything like that. Like how you chose to level up your character. That's the only thing that might be able to be criticized. But playing the game, I mean, it's just... Honestly, you'll play that game and you'll think you're just playing something that's overly simplified compared to what you've already played. Alright, man. Peace out, dude. Have a good one. But it was more like a possible match, not a definite ID. I enjoy the Japanese voice so much more. Even though I keep mimicking the English voice. Oh, shite. You know, wait a second. I didn't put miasma gems on. Because I was at the stupid investigation menu. It's alright. We still have some empty spots. Oh, sorry, dude. Yeah. I definitely will. Oh, fuck. That hit me? I forget how ridiculous that hitbox is. Dang it. Gonna fall on me. Nope. We're both using the same weapon. It's a good Valhazak fighting weapon, because his entire belly is a fucking weak spot. Don't do that. Valhazak is already crazy resistant to flash pods as is. DPS, boys. Get back here. Ooh. Can't juice me. I'm juice free. Why didn't I turn? Splat. Shaky legs. Rolled the wrong way. I would have been dead if that was tempered. That's not the right item. Star Wars music. And he's coming back. He's back for more. Because he's enraged. He's like, I'm gonna leave and then come back and kick your guys' ass. This stupid little bee that keeps stinging me over and over and over again. It's like, run from the bees. Oh, don't eat the bee. Shaky legs. Got it. There we go. I didn't want to pick up his stanky footprint. Hey, motherfucker. Ain't gassing me. Shaky legs. Over into the affinity mushroom. Get trippy. Thanks. I don't think it was entirely me that finished it, though. I had help from the other bee. The black bee. I should have sharpened when he was mounting, to be honest. Long loading screens. I always love them. I would have loved if the patch helped with that. I don't think I've ever helped a single person on this quest, but I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna want defense up large. Because the Diablos Nero shit has really, really low base defense. For whatever reason, even when it's fully augmented. See, it only has 82. I rarely ever eat at the canteen before a hunt. Normally because I load before I even think of doing it. That's a better tip than a lot of the actual hunting horn videos, and yet you can only see it on a loading screen. Well, yeah, I've beaten this quest. I did it all solo. I think I beat this quest with like a lightning punisher or something like that. I can't even remember what I used, to be honest. What are you goobs doing? Oh. Oh, yay. They are... You just insta-flash. Because that... I'm dead. I need to use a max potion anyways, so... There we go. And a cauldron. Hopefully we can get him to do a fire breath attack or something. Oh, well, this is bad. How am I the only one getting fucked over here? Can't one-shot me. No, that's the attack I want it to be next turn during. I hate Teostra so much. I think I hate Teostra more than I hate Kushala. Just because it moves around so much that you can't do anything with half of the weapons in the game. Even this guy with the charge blade is like, how am I ever going to get a super ant on him? I'm surprised I got the one flip attack I did. Son of a bitch, man. There's just no downtime, dude, with this boss. Especially in multiplayer. At least in single player, at this point, it would have been exhausted. And I would have been able to get a couple hits. In multiplayer, it's just like, no, you can't do fucking anything, dude. It can do 3 animations before I've completed 2 animation cycles. 3 animations that do like half of your HP in one hit. Finally, some good RNG, but he's gonna fly away. God dang it. They just need to make it so they can't use 3 or 4 movement attacks in a row. It just makes it so impossible to keep up with the monster. Things like that, where it just like runs in between every single player. Really, dude? You had to interrupt my sharpening. You knew the, like, what is your depth perception? I sharpened there because it's safer to sharpen closer than it is to sharpen far away. You fucking noob. Yeah, fucking... goddamn fucking... Just fucking... Overkill. Mostly because I couldn't stop it once I queued it. Yeah, but that doesn't always work because he can just hit you out of the air. I don't remember if Jump Master works on it, though. If Jump Master works, then... It's just like when I would try to do it to Azure Rathalos. Every single time I'd get just about complete the animation, he'd do another animation and hit me out of it. That little, like, thing where he, like, moves really fast and claws. Oh my word. I hate when people pay no mind to their teammates, though. It's like one of the most annoying things. When some dude comes in and smacks you while you're freaking sharpening. Like, I can understand if I was closer to the monster, but I was literally like, if someone wanted to attack him, I put myself there so that they could stand in front of me and not hit me. Like, I planned mentally for that situation, and it still fucking bit me in the ass because of dick shit human being A. Change to Lance. Nerd. Probably not even good with it. Did I just see him do a wide sweep? He didn't power guard to 360 hit his thorns? What a noob. I'm just being a dick at this point. Just because that's the guy who fucking hit me earlier. He's lucky I'm not the kind of asshole who uses a stupid scoop attack, though. See, on Nergigante, it's fine, because he doesn't have the crazy Teostra nonsense. Nergigante is a pushover, though. That's why they call them pocket nukes. Those dudes and their baby bombs. The greatsword is a great weapon. Oh, I got a Teostra gem. Shiny collector, because that's worth noting. Teostra is like one of those couple monsters that's just like good fucking luck. It's all RNG reliant, just trying to get a good Teostra kill. Nergigante still has a lot of like, he can hop around and stuff like that, and it can be a little bit annoying, but he'll normally come right back over to you and square up. He's not gonna like do the Teostra circle nonsense, which just, that one attack alone just makes me hate Teostra so much, because you can't turn 180 degrees with half of the weapons in the game. The only weapon that can turn a full 180 is the lance, and that's with Power Guard. That's my favorite setup. It's not even that strong of a build per se, mostly because I'm forced to use pieces of armor that are worse than pieces of armor I would use otherwise, but I can't get Iron Wall gems to drop. It's the same way that I just barely, after like 1,200 hours on this character, I just barely the other day got my first artillery gem. Right here. My first one. I still haven't got all the gems in the game in this list. They're not all here. You would think that there would be no possible way for someone who's done as many things as me to not have at least one copy of every single gem in the game. But I don't. I still have ones that are missing. This will give you an idea of how much I've used the individual weapons. I can't even show it on this screen anymore because every single weapon pretty much just makes it extend way farther out. I always tell people if they want to know how to use a weapon, just ask me. Not that I'm like a master of every single weapon. Like, of course, someone will have to learn how to use it better than I can, but I can tell them every one of the little, like, nuanced mechanics and weird things like that. You go to a glaive video tutorial, and the dude tells you that the only way to climb up a vine is to jump off the vine and jump back onto it. I don't even know how, and I'm not gonna, like, name the name of the person, but he's a pretty popular Monster Hunter YouTuber who's made a lot of Monster Hunter content since like the 4U era. And he made a glaive tutorial for this game, and it was like one of his last tutorials. And considering it was his last tutorial, you'd think it would have the most amount of correct information. Nah, dude. Nah, dude. Just have the person do a rotation of circle attacks, because you think that the big sweep is the highest damage rotation that you can do because some dude calculated it. Even though every bullshit calculation that people do online is based on people, like, a boss isn't gonna stand there and take your combo, dude. Get real. It's like with the greatsword, whenever someone says you need to focus on the flip, it's why you see me use the wide slashes and the leaping slashes and the tackles. You need to use all of that shit. You can't, like, yes, the flip is your biggest damage attack and it normally staggers the enemy in one freaking hit. No, it is not the thing you want to be doing every single time you go up that high. Because other attacks will retain your charge level as well. Gotta be so careful with Kieran. Shit. That's why. That's double why. I hate that fucking shit. It's not even a tempered Kieran and it does that combo. When people tell you that that combo is exclusive to tempered Kieran, tell them to shove it up their ass. It's the northeast way. Can you just not put a beam right over the top of me for a second? Slut. Oh my god. I'm trying to get the freaking horn, man. Oh. Galuma's weakness is fire. Sorry for the delayed response. Oh, what the hell was that? Why'd he come back up? What is going on? Oh yeah, I forget mounting Kieran is like fucking rodeo. No. I didn't even get to do my finisher. That person with the great sword. I can't even focus because of what he just had happen to him. I've had that happen before too with my controller, so. I just happened to catch it out of the corner of my eye. The yellow person with the great sword, the guy with the Nergigante one. One of the coolest greatswords in the game. It's one of the few animated weapons, like the Devil Joe Lance. Yo! Oh my god, did he just hit with the flip on Kieran? Stop this. This is madness. I love how you can block that from behind. It's just so dumb. Oh my word. Ow. Stop that. It's so hard to react to. I was hoping it would get knocked out of the air. No, I didn't want to pick up the freaking stones. Dang it. Short stroked it. Oh no, I turned my camera around, so now my analogs are glitched. There we go. Sometimes if you turn your camera around when you're climbing a wall, it'll make your left and right inputs reverse for whatever fucking reason. Bitch! I didn't pick up any more bombs. Fuck. I'm sorry, my dude. I don't have any bombs. No? Fuck, I need to do low thrust. I hate doing low thrust though, because it does less damage than high thrust. Or mid thrust, sorry. It should just be called low thrust, because there's no, like, what would be lower than that? Ground thrust? Just stick your lance right into the ground. If I had brought bombs, it would have been dead. Before wake up. Wait, are you talking about, like, you said holy shit, your weapons? Are you saying, like, my inventory full of all the weapons I've got? Yeah, that's just something I like to do in these games. Games have, like, upgrade trees with things that you can make individually. I'm gonna make every single one of the things. It's just gonna happen. There may not be a trophy associated with it, because that would be absolutely asinine, but I'm going to do it anyways. That's just the type of person that I am. People always used to say the same thing to me in Neo. It's like, I'm just doing stuff that anyone else could do, man. Half of the time it's just, people don't learn well. Schools don't teach kids how to learn well these days. Therefore, it makes them worse at learning in games. You're bad at learning stuff in real life, and you're going to be bad at learning stuff in games. It's just, that's just because you're bad. I'm kidding, of course, but not really, though. Some people are just bad. Bad at game. And I mean, I'm not just saying that to like be an asshole. I'm saying that because like I see people who put like 900 quests into one single weapon, and I'm just like, you are an unbelievable kind of person. How can you want to just use the same thing over and over and over again? Even me, I still use my least favorite weapons in the game. Except the dual swords, because I just don't understand, again, who would want to use those things, let alone for hundreds and hundreds of quests. That is such a boring weapon. You do the cool over-the-back attack like 3 times, and then you're like, yeah, alright. Took me like half the fight to get it to go off once, but whatever. Should have just gave it the Monster Hunter Generations attack instead. I was just gonna do this solo real quick. I normally always try to take some stabs at gems. I did just want to show. Oh, yeah. I have all available great swords. They're not all upgraded yet, but I have all of them available so far. I'm just going in order of weapons for the most part. There are certain things I can't get, like I've been trying to get the upgraded form of this for fucking ever, but I can't. I just can't. I can't get the quest. Whenever people host it, other people fill it out so much faster than I can get in. It's just like, well, I give up. I gave up on that shit so long ago. You can see these are like my least cared for weapons, and yeah, I get the most augmentations for them. Besides ranged. And show you my augmentation list. You want to see something utterly fucking stupid. This is called RNG for you. You don't have any axe augmentations or anything like that. You got 6, 5, 6, and then only 1 sword. Just 1. Then you got yourself 9 ranged. Because all the blue bowguns and purple bowguns are so good, right? Five ranged hero streamstones. Like, just come on, dude. Like, get real. You can't change your gems when you're in a camp, though. You want to know the dumbest mechanic? You want to know something that they should have actually patched with that patch? Put your fucking gem menu in the damn camp. How hard is that? Why is that so hard? I can sell my gems when I'm at the camp. I can't put them in my gear in different slots, though. I just don't get it. I hate sounding like a person who complains all the time, because that's pretty much all I do, but... I mean, when your Destiny 2 YouTubers come over to Monster Hunter and then don't actually, like, make videos about its issues that need to be patched, and instead a bunch of dumb shit gets patched because a bunch of dumb people cry on the forums about things that don't even make any rational sense. Slicing ammo needed to be nerfed, yes. The damage? No. The amount of part damage? Yes. The damage of the ammo was not that high. In fact, in some cases, you were still better shooting pierce ammo even before the buff to pierce ammo. But no one ever fucking actually goes over the numbers. And then when people do, they don't actually look at it in a rational logic. Like, you're going to be using Pierce ammo in combat against selective monsters. Not all monsters are going to be used against Pierce ammo. So you're not going to be using a Pierce bowgun all the time. And that's one of the limitations about just playing bowgun from the start, is your ammo types will determine how effective you can be against a good portion of the monsters in the game. Whoops. I should have power guarded. I forgot to turn. That was my bad. Goodbye. Bleh. Look at the eyeballs. I've always found that so weird when they're dead, that their eyeballs become so accentuated. Look at that. So bizarre. Looks so fucked up. It's like someone put like a glass orb in its eyes. Because you only see a tiny, tiny little slit of their actual eye, but their eyeball is fucking huge. It's like a giant glass marble. And all monsters' eyes are like that. Even though when you look from a distance, you only see the tiny little slot, but the eye is that big. It's ridiculous. Back off. You're a raider. Legendary. I didn't even mean to click nice to meet you. It just happened to work well. Ritual hall, no. I need to go back out this one. Sweat hall. And then if you didn't know, the way to get back up there without having to go all the way around, if you have the Gajalakas unlocked, you just go this way. Woo, you're magically up here, out of the sweat hall. Even though we do need to go that direction. Oh yeah, that's right, you can't lance off of ledges like that. Because it makes so much sense. There should be, like, a coding exception for that. Like, really. Shows you how great their programmers are. If using lance, then allow whatever dash attack to go over ledge. Instead of having to have them put their weapon away, press circle, draw their weapon midair, and then initiate it again. Because you can do it over normal ledges, it's only those fucking specific ledges where you have to press the circle button. Fuck. How did I not get slept there? This game is the definition of a crockpot. Oh, that was a mistake. Luckily, game has invulnerability frames on stand-up. I was playing Neo the other day and I forgot that that game doesn't. You just get fucking hit if you're on the ground. Fuck, I need to bust that. Oh yeah, just crisp. There we go. No, that wasn't his face that broke. Never mind. I need to hit it enough with my donks to break it. Because even white sharpness doesn't go through his chin. Him and his crimson chin. Oh yes, it does. Ooh, what? It didn't trigger it until I let go of... Until I pressed circle to do the counter thrust, it didn't hit me. That was horse shit. That was some malarkey. Alright, we're gonna guard dash into it to force it to get blocked. There we go. No more crimson chin. I love the lance, but it's so boring to watch someone play it when they're actually good at it. Because there's almost no tension in combat, due to the fact the weapon actually has the ability to properly react to everything in the game, unlike most weapons. Even the longsword can't react properly, even if you foresight, because a lot of attacks have multiple hitboxes that will hit you anyways. But the lance doesn't care about your multiple hitbox. All you need is guard 5 out of 5, and you can do exactly what I'm doing right now. And then the only other thing you need to learn is that there's a hidden ability called guard dash that, well, it's not a hidden ability. You can see it right there, guard dash. If you press triangle while guarding and pressing forward, you will guard dash. But the thing that the game doesn't tell you is you can use guard dash after other attacks. So you can go like this and then guard dash. So this can be comboed. You will go and watch Lance videos where people will say this has no combo. But you can go like this, and stuff like that. Of course, I stopped myself by continuing to hold guard, but if you didn't, you could charge forward and do this. You can also press attack and backwards to do this backward sweep like that, which will retain the charge level, and I've actually used it to cut off tails before. You can jump, sidestep, block, and everything out of that charging attack as well, so you can stay really safe. If you need a weapon, like I always tell people, if you have something that you're having like a really, really hard time getting through, and you just wanted to learn a new weapon, Lance is probably one of the best in that regard. Because it can do most bosses very safely. The only ones that are a little bit shaky are obviously the ones that are shaky with just about anything else. So, like Teostra and Kushala, shit like that. But of course, you still have the ability to block, like Teostra's AoE. You can block Kushala's like super wind blast that like knocks you down even if you don't get hit by the actual damage box of it, because it has like a damage hitbox and then a wind hitbox. Here, we can go and upgrade those two things now. Or do I spend the Teostra gem on one of the 5 or 6 necklaces that I need it to upgrade? Sorry, I was looking at something. And then we need necklace. Diora gem. Kill me. Oh, wait. Reorganize. Most of these aren't the actual glaives. These are just tear-off things. But I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. What time is it? I always like to check the time to make sure I don't sit in front of the screen for too long. Since I'm playing early in the day, I don't want to have a massive pounding headache by the end of the day. So I normally go out for a smoke to prevent that from happening. Not that the smoking helps me, it's just going outside and just staring at stuff that isn't 6 feet in front of me. I'll still be on mic though, I mean, I don't put my headset down or anything. It's just out on the porch. It wasn't for the fact it's pretty bright out, I would just look in through the window and continue doing shit. Dude driving a Ford Raptor. What the hell? One of the trophy truck looking things. Well, not really a trophy truck. It doesn't look like a trophy truck. That's just what they marketed as being capable of. Trophy truck to me is no wheel wells. The second you put wheel wells on a car, it's not a trophy truck. Or a truck, for that matter. I mean, they do have wheel wells, obviously, but they're not, like, defined with, like, the shape of a wheel. They're, like, the shape of the chassis and everything like that, because they're not meant to be super aerodynamic. Like a truck is that actually drives on the road. See so many people in their fucking stupidly expensive vehicles. I would name every single, like, decently expensive vehicle that drives by, but it would just get boring because literally every 5th or 6th car is, like, a Mustang, a Challenger, like, old Lincoln or something, like, just tons of varied and nice-looking old to new cars. That was like the most bland 5 cars that there's been in a while. It was just like a normal Ford F-150, 2 like 30 grand SUVs, one of those Chevy look-alike things. Ooh, there's like a convertible whatever the hell, I don't even know what. I think that's a Lexus or something. Another Ford F-150. It's like 3 SUVs, 4-door sedan, and another 4-door sedan, and a Pontiac. GTO. Two more SUVs and a F-250. Some little Fiat looking car, Scion-esque car. No one's out on their bikes today, so they're out on their nice cars. Not even my neighbor who like wakes up every single morning and starts his engine at 8:30 in the morning. Oh. I don't even know what kind of car that was. It was like a 50s long, it was like one of those road canoes sort of thing. Just a big, long car. No idea what it would be though. Looked like an Oldsmobile or something like that. Sorry. It's just so stupid to me. People live in such like cheap ass areas with cheap ass homes and trailers, but own like such expensive vehicles. Like vehicles that are worth almost more than the entire lease on their fucking house. And you're just like, where do they even get the freaking money for that? I think I've already talked about it before, how there's a dude like one town over from here who always drives by our town because I think he works here, and he on most days drives his Can-Am Spyder, which to me is like the ultimate look at my vehicle because it's a 3-wheeler. If you've never seen a Can-Am Spyder, the Can-Am Spyder looks like a snow machine built for roads. 2 front wheels that are widely spaced, and fronts, like the 2 front wheels are about the width of a normal car's wheel, and then the rear wheel is about the width of a normal motorcycle wheel, just a little bit wider, and not like, I'm talking like actual racing bike tire, like fat tire. And then when you turn it, the entire body like leans slightly into the turns with it. It's really cool. I would drive one if I could afford something like that. He says as he takes a toke. Whose priorities are more in order, me or the guy who has a $60,000 vehicle or something like that? And I don't actually know how much those things are. I don't think they're actually that expensive. I love doing the special arenas just because the loading screens are so much faster. Takes less time to load these than it does the gathering hub. Because the gathering hub still has to render like half of Astera. I say half because none of the actual models are down there. Like the character models. And those are what use up like a good portion of the processing power. I don't know how I didn't trigger that bomb. Oh fuck, I rolled into it like an idiot. No, no, no. I really wish you could cancel Wild Swing earlier. Hey, no, no, no. No! Stop! Dude! Dude! Seriously. What is this? No. I roll into it every single freaking time. Oh, yeah, you're getting hit again because you're a retard. No. I just wanted to stick to him. Use paper and iron glue, and whatever I do sticks to you. Or something like that. Oh, my glue. What an unsticky glue concoction this is. I need better glue. Get over here. You want to hit me? Get here. Zap. Thanks, bro. Any stick? I want to stick to him. Get me on there. I was hoping I would flip him to that. Oh my god, I do that every single time. Every single time. With the switch axe, specifically. I'm so used to being able to counter. Dang it! I couldn't even move far back enough from the explosion. Holy shit. I am so sorry. Oops. The epitome of my life. Sorry. The dual sword user didn't necessarily have a bad time because of it. He got to do the cool along the back attack, which is like really hard to pull off in most situations. Did he miss me, or did it just not knock me over? Because honestly, it's an accident, because half of the time I just go to do a second triangle attack, but I always forget. If you do a triangle attack after that, it's gonna do the freaking scoop where it sends them into the freaking air. Because it's like, I don't always want to do Wild Swing, because Wild Swing puts you in such a long recovery animation. But there's no way to avoid doing that scooping attack otherwise. I feel bad whenever I do it too, because I hate when it happens to me. But I can't, like, say sorry in every single language in the game in one sentence, even if I could translate it and then type it in. Somebody would probably give me props for it, though. I don't want to do another Uragon. Get Uragon out of here. What a good pun. He's so punny. The camera work. Come stand up here, Chippo. Up a little bit more. But back this way a little bit. There you go, Chip. Imagine living life where you could only see from the third person. Someone needs to try to actually do that in some, like, fucked up way. It'd be pretty impossible to simulate how a third person camera works, but you could have one that's, like, locked behind the person, but then you really couldn't turn it. I don't know, that'd be so hard. It's just like how you can't simulate a driving video game, because a lot of driving video games have a camera compensation in it. Like, you're not locked on rails to the car. Unless you're using cockpit view like a smart person. Like a superior being. I'm kidding. I honestly race in third person in a lot of games, but I also like first person cameras. Octave view can actually obstruct a lot of things because cars have blind spots. Oh shit. Well, that's great. Dun 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 dun. What was that? That's what I mean by you can't escape the multiple hitboxes. Even if you dodge the initial hit correctly, you're dead because of the additional hitboxes. You're being a real pain in my stance, dude. Oh my god. And you're being a real fucking killing me. Oh my god. Obnoxious. I remember how much I fucking hate Azurathalos. Stupid fucking bullshit. The game, like, literally, I think gives you a higher tendency to get stunned at lower HPs to begin with, so it's inherently even more bullshit if you take damage. I'll give you a tip, don't use weapons that don't have a shield. Or have good evasion capabilities. Again, I still think, and I'll stand by this since I said it in the beta, I think they just need to remove the stupid hopping animation from the switch axe. Just get rid of it. No one wants it. It literally is just a fucking hindrance. Also, why the fuck did my character fall over? He wasn't out of stamina. This fucking game is so horseshit. Play with the good weapon. Dang it. I didn't guard dash. And of course, that would be when I get stunned. And of course, Devil Joe's coming in now because he can invade this quest post Devil Joe update. Oh my goodness. He's definitely finished. You see that fucking model stretch? It's so hard to manage stuff when they can, like, fucking teleport around due to the netcode. Run! It's word Mitch Versticken. Mitch Versticken. He's dead, bud. You can stop. Uh-oh. Mr. Pickle. He just wanted some lunch. Nope, turn this way. Get yourself some turneronomy. Whoa, where are you guys going? You're way past where you need to go. I'm gonna... creative use of a piece of shit. Dude, you're just stunning me at this point. Toby. This is why I also think it's important for people to use all the different weapons in different situations, because some people will just run up behind a lance user and just start swinging without like being like, oh yeah, if I just position myself a little bit to the left, I'm not gonna fucking stun lock them to death. Oh, good for you, bud. And that thing just came out of nowhere. If the switch axe just greatsword rolled all the time, I think it would be better. Just have less recovery time in between the rolls in switch axe mode, and then have more recovery in sword mode. It's not that terribly hard. I don't ever trust summoning people for investigations like this, even though I just died to Azure Rathalos because I didn't heal above half HP, because I was like, there's no way I'm going to die to a normal high rank enemy. I'll just heal it with my weapon, even though I'm not able to hit him at all. Rathalos is normally right over here. I was just looking for more footprints or scales. Oh shit. Piss. Piss in my handbasket. That's bad. Yeah. Yeah, nice try, bud. Maybe one day. You're no aerial sniper. B-52, and then you have your French defense cannon over here. Trying to hit it in the air. That animation looks so goofy. Oh, got me with the Azuraphilus animation. Whoa, where did that go? Where did you come from? Where did you... Oh, you dick. Fucking defense cannon. I use every weapon. Lance is just my preferred weapon for doing anything. Very few weapons can stand up to its, like, safety solo. Because of how unreliable rolling and evading is in this game. Due to the fact rolls don't go through hitboxes, like in some of the previous games. Lances, for example, your dashes used to go straight through hitboxes. Like, if the enemy swiped, you'd go through the monster's arm. It wouldn't just push you forward into the animation, keeping you in the hitbox, where if you dodged properly, you're still going to get hit, because the second your iframes run out, the hitbox is still right there waiting for you. This is one of the biggest culprits of that. My friend Bagel. Luckily, I brought the cream cheese. How did that not hit him? Totally over there, dude. that's what I meant. I blocked the initial thing and then it, like... He's gonna bomb. I'm out of stamina. Staminars. Staminars! I can't stamina anymore. Oh, man. I power guarded myself out and I shouldn't have. Where the hell are you going? What the fuck was that? Greedy. Greedy guts. The bagel bites are reduced. There we go. I'm gonna say I didn't guard in the right freaking direction. Clashing Titans. EMP pulse the B-52. Nope, that's a bomb. B-52 bomb. Yeah, there we go. Rodeo. Hey, buddy. Rude. I'm not using gun lance, I'm using normal lance. Gun lance can't do this. This is the thing that makes the lance the strongest. Then this. And then you can... It's the only weapon in the game that you can use an ability to turn a full 180 degrees during an attack. And it blocks in a full 360 degrees. Ooh! Lucky man. Hopefully it's good. Please no ranged. Give me an axe. An axe. You know you want to. Or lance. Axe. Though. I want to axe you a question. Oh my. Just kill me. Take your... Chuck them in the dumpster, you stupid dual swords. Also known as the stunlock your teammates weapon. The frolic in the fields while your teammates are burning in a hail of fire. I feel like using dual swords is the equivalent of using like pyro in TF2. It's like the person who uses dual swords sees like rainbows and butterflies everywhere, while their teammates are just standing around going ugh, and just going just dying from all the attacks because they can't fucking move. And then the music just cuts. I've already gone over that a couple times, but still, it needs to be done. Because it is literally the definition of every dual sword main. Because any other person in their right mind will not use that weapon for an extended period of time. It is just not engaging. Even when you see someone using it right, it's like you're not really using anything, though. You're not really doing anything. You're just doing the same, like, 3 moves over and over and over again. And if I'm going to do the same 3 moves, I'm going to do them in a defensive manner. Because here's all my weapons so far. I mean, this is how I have them organized. Just so it shows up better in the equipment menu. It's like you're looking at an organized RPG menu. It's almost like they could have just had it do this by default and it would have been way better than having to have an unorganized shit pile of an inventory. Wouldn't have been great? Well, I mean, every weapon can knock another person out of their combos. It's just that the dual swords specifically have attacks that are just literally in all directions around them. And it's like other weapons, yeah, they can knock you, but they have like attacks that are more like localized, or the character moves during them. So even if they like knock you once or twice, they're not gonna like consistently stun lock you to the point of getting you hit by an attack. It'll just be like a one doot thing. Let me use something else. I need to change the Kinsect for this. Wait, I have a bad Kinsect saved to it. Well, it's not bad, it's just slow. It's the Pavis. Slow flyer. This one has no power, though. Hold on. Actually, let's go with the other one. I don't know what monster we'll be fighting, but it's a faster monster. I'll swap to the other one. Slower monster, you don't really need it too much. Just hope it's not a bagel. Bagel is nearly impossible to get the orange extract on, because it's only a tiny, tiny little spot on like his stomach area, and then a tiny, tiny little spot on the top of his back. It's a nightmare. Nightmare, nightmare. Yeah, this is one of Colvay's. Same thing with the armor set that's used for it, or part of the armor anyways. You end up with something that looks like this. It's a earplugs focused build, not really super damage focused, more just a utility thing. You play on PlayStation 4 or you play on Xbone? Because Colvay's coming back tomorrow. At least that's what the guy told me earlier. Can you get down here in the center, bud? Hey, get back here. Oh my god, I hate this guy already. I hate helping this guy. I see why he has problems playing the game in the first place. He's wearing Colvay's gear. Wow. I'll give him credit, though. Credit where credit's due. He hit him with the cannon. Oh my god. You should just play by yourself if you're gonna be doing this shit. You're just doubling the monster's health for no fucking reason, dude. Like, come on. Just play by yourself next time, man. I guarantee you he's not even going to set it off correctly. Nope, he didn't, because none of the bombs got double damage. Oh, boy. Ooh, doggy. Hey, it's Toby again. Oh my god, I really need to stop just doing that, because he's ignoring me completely. He just wants this bow gunner. Oh, he's using the meta bug. He can't even be creative with his builds. You gotta use the meta bug. If you're gonna go paralysis Kinsec Blade, you might as well go paralysis Kinsec too. Nerd. Oh fuck, I vaulted the wrong direction. Oh wow, he got... That thing went down fast. Oh, that was wrong. Wrong button. You get destroyed. That guy just got, like, super comboed. Hey. Settle down. I command thee. Fuck. Give me that go juice. I really need to sharpen instead of being the freaking retard slapping him with a unsharpened weapon. But he's almost dead. I didn't even get full sharpness. No! I think we're using like almost the same build. No, you can get way more than one of each weapon. I have 3 glaze from Colvey. Sorry I didn't answer that sooner. I was trying to focus on Azurathalos. I hate him. You set off bombs by using either slinger ammo. You can use your Kinsect, but the thing that you'd want to do when using your Kinsect is, let's say there were bombs like positioned here, you'd want to throw your Kinsect out like that and hit the bombs from the outside so that your Kinsect wasn't the first thing that hit the bombs. I mean, so that your Kinsect wasn't the first thing that hit the monster and it was the first thing that hit the bomb. Sorry. My brain reversed it. Dumbass for a moment. Well, when you put a monster to sleep via sleeping ammo or sleep ailment, I don't believe they heal. I don't even know if that is actually a mechanic in this, to be honest. They might have oversimplified it. Colvey? Yeah, it's Colvey Taroth. It's supposed to be pronounced sort of like I guess Latin, Greek descendant. Of course, Monster Hunter, like, words are taken from languages all over the freaking planet, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter how you say it, it's made up anyways. It's like Valhazak. Teostra. You pronounce letters in different manners than you would conventionally. You pronounce the E as an A in Teostra instead of being like Teostra. It's just one of those, like, dumb things. Oh, I didn't even get any investigations from that. Well, it's not that there's a delay. It's I suck at reading messages when they come, so I normally like read them from the most recent to the old ones, because my brain for whatever reason just does that instead of reading like the oldest to newest. It's not, my stream isn't actually that delayed. It's just I'm delayed more than my stream is. My stream is only like a 10 to 15 second delay. When I look at it at the public view and I listen to myself when I would like test it, it's literally like by the time I'm finishing one sentence, I will have started another one from the delay to real time. So it's not that bad. Yeah, feel free to add me if you want. I mean, I don't know how easy it is to see my ID on the screen. But it's Dr. Roxo11, like the Metalocalypse character. Just instead of S, it's spelt with a Z. So it's a capital DR, and then ROCKZO, and then 11. Always add people if they want to play with me. Because I normally just play by myself. Unless asked otherwise. My favorite thing to do is just teach people how to better use weapons. There's a lot of hidden mechanics in a lot of the different weapons that the game doesn't even tell you exist when you look at the tutorial and the hunting notes or anything like that. Like the slash that you were seeing me do with the glaive, where you like jump backwards while attacking. That attack isn't listed, but it is like one of the most useful attacks that the glaive has. Give me your white juice. There you go. Oh, I was not in that hitbox. Shenanigans. I just offer it because there's a lot of time when I'm just playing, but I'm not streaming as well. Just because it gets noisy around here, so I try to only stream when it's decently quiet. Also, I gotta stop jumping around on his body. Well, if you were wondering how to do this move, sorry, not that move, this move right here. After you do a triangle input, or certain inputs, you can do back and circle, but not after a circle attack. So, if you do any circle attacks, you won't be able to do it, but if you're in the middle of doing triangle attacks, you can press backwards and circle, and you'll do this flip. But again, if you do any amount of circle attacks, you're not gonna be able to do the flip again. The best way to practice it is just go triangle, back circle, triangle, back circle. And that'll just get it into your brain, and then you'll be able to, like, use it when you need to. Like you saw in those couple situations, it can be useful because you can put yourself out of harm's way at the same time you can attack, and then you can combo that attack into a vault, which sends you even further backwards. So you're completely out of the way. It takes a little bit of, like, advanced controllery to actually be able to do it, but that and I've only used the insect glaive for like 50 quests or less. That's me also counting the quests that I did with it in the beta. Oh yeah. No, it's good. Again, feel free to add me, and if you have any questions or anything, I'm normally just sitting off stream, because I was just about to end my stream now, because I need to go and do some stuff. But, again, feel free to add me. I'll just show you how many I've done with the glaive, just to give you an idea. I'm just good with RPGs and figuring, like, weird shit out, because I'll just take one of these weapons and I'll go into an expedition with it. There are some things that I'm still not quite good at with certain weapons. Like the gun lance is probably my most difficult weapon to use properly. Without getting hit anyways. It's a very, very tough weapon to use. Oh yeah, you need to, well, if you want another tip again before I go. You want to make sure that all of your optional mission sections show up as a red completed, like mine do. If they show up blue, then that means you have a quest that's missing in that category that you haven't completed yet. So you might not have done like one of these special arenas or something like that. Because I have all the quests done. But yeah, I'm gonna stop my stream here, so add me on PS4. And I can party you later when I get back. Oh, alright. That's fine, dude. We'll just stop back in, because I'll be streaming the same time tomorrow or whatever. I'm also up late at night sometimes too. But I'll catch you around, because I really do gotta go. Peace out.